The legend of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table has captivated imaginations for centuries, symbolizing the ideals of chivalry and honor in a time when valor and virtue were the pillars of society. The medieval knights, under the guidance of King Arthur, were bound by a code that defined their actions and character. These knights were more than just warriors. They were embodiments of a moral compass that dictated their conduct on and off the battlefield. Today we will explore the 9 virtues that shaped these noble knights and learn how these timeless principles can be applied to our lives. The first virtue is courage. For a knight, courage was not just the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. Whether facing a formidable opponent or standing against injustice, a knight was expected to be brave in the face of danger, driven by a commitment to protect the innocent and uphold righteousness. Next is justice. A knight was the embodiment of fairness, committed to doing what was right regardless of the consequences. This virtue demanded that a knight make decisions that were just and equitable, ensuring that their actions served the greater good rather than personal gain. Mercy was another crucial virtue. Despite their prowess in battle, knights were expected to show compassion to those who were weaker or defeated. Mercy was a sign of true strength, as it reflected the knight's ability to temper their power with kindness, offering forgiveness and aid to those in need. Generosity was not just about wealth, but also about the giving of time, effort, and resources to help others. Knights were expected to be selfless, sharing their fortunes and blessings with those less fortunate, reflecting a deep sense of responsibility to their community. Faith was the spiritual backbone of a knight's life. Whether it was faith in God, the king, or the code of chivalry, this virtue was a source of inner strength and guidance. It provided knights with the moral clarity needed to stay true to their ideals, even when faced with overwhelming challenges. Nobility was more than just a title. It was a virtue that represented the highest moral standards. A noble knight was expected to act with honor and integrity, upholding the dignity of their position and serving as a role model for others. Hope was the virtue that inspired knights to continue their quest for a better world, even in the darkest of times. This sense of optimism was crucial for a knight, driving them to persevere through adversity and maintain a vision of a just and peaceful future. Loyalty was the glue that held the knightly order together. Knights were bound by a deep sense of allegiance to their king, their comrades, and their code of honor. Loyalty was a knight's unwavering commitment to their cause, often requiring great personal sacrifice. Finally, humility was perhaps the most understated but essential virtue of all. A true knight recognized their own limitations and the value of others. They were expected to be humble in victory and gracious in defeat, understanding that their power was a gift to be used wisely and with restraint. These 9 virtues, courage, justice, mercy, generosity, faith, nobility, hope, loyalty, and humility, formed the foundation of the chivalric code that guided the legendary knights of King Arthur's court. While the age of knights may have passed, the lessons from their virtues remain as relevant as ever, offering us a timeless guide to living a life of honor, purpose, and integrity. Whether facing the battles of our daily lives or striving to make a difference in the world, these virtues can help us navigate our path with the same nobility and grace that defined the knights of old.